So I made a joke in one of my recent videos about doing a what's in my stoma bag, and that it would just be shit, because in my actual stoma bag there is a stoma and some stools, or as it is called, output. But then I got thinking and realised that I could actually do a what's in my stoma bag video that wouldn't involve me showing you my poo. This is my Stoma Care Bag. Yay! And then this is my day-to-day travel one. To be honest, this is going to be more of a test for myself to be able to go through the products and talk about what they actually do, because some of them I'm still unsure about. Let's do this. First of all, this is my Stoma Care Bag. It's from Charter. Let's start with the stoma bag itself. So I am currently using these ones, which is the Coloplast Sensura Mio. I have to have a convex bag, which means that it sticks out slightly. I see my stoma nurse like every 2 weeks at the moment, and so far every time I've been to see her I've needed to change bag because it's too big, too small, it's leaking, da da da. This is what I'm currently on, and so far it's good. This one agrees with my body. So this is what I mean by convex, like this sticks out, so it's not like flat against your body. And at the moment I cut mine to the maximum, the 33 millimeters. Fold it like this, and then there's some Velcro, and then these flaps come across, boom, 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 and then there's some Velcro in here that it folds up to. But the other thing I like about these bags is that there's also some Velcro here, so you can fold it all the way up here, which is good for if you're showering with the bag on and sexy times. Okay, that's the bags. We have lots of them. This is what is on top of my toilet, but actually in my bathroom there is a whole box of even more supplies and just boxes upon boxes of these. Next up is hygienic dry wipes. So these are what I use when I change the bag and what I use to clean the stoma with. When I'm just emptying it and just wiping this bit down, I just use kitchen roll, but I use these nice soft ones for actually cleaning the stoma. Next, we have hygienic tie clothes disposable bags. So these are literally just black rubbish bags. So when I'm changing the bag, everything goes in here. The old bag, dirty wipes, everything. And then you tie it up and you shove it in the bin. Next we have barrier film wipes. These are to protect your skin from output or from like the adhesive. I have a bit of red soreness on my skin that's like just around the stoma. It was because I was wearing a bag that was too big for me, so I just use this on that. Oh, next we have medical adhesive remover spray. So because it's like stuck to my body, peeling off is really difficult, but this just and it just comes right off, except don't do that because you'll spray poo everywhere. Not ideal. It also has a little zip pocket here. Inside my zip pocket I have a pen, 2 pairs of scissors. I don't like these ones. These ones are much better. And then some templates so you can like measure your stoma. In the early days, your stoma changes size quite a bit, so you have to kind of keep track on that because you don't want to be cutting your hole too big, because then the skin can get sore, and you also don't want to be cutting it too small because then it goes on your stoma. I've been learning so much, guys. Next, we have elastic tape. Now these are like half moony things if you need just a bit of extra support on the sticky bit. I think I'm getting this right. These are kind of like just in case I don't feel secure in how the bag is sticking down, I'll put them on to be like, it's safe. Next, I have this pot, which I haven't had to use yet, but basically what you do is fill it with water, and then you use that to dip the wipes in to clean around your stoma. And that's basically in case you are in a situation where you're changing your stoma bag and you're not in like arm's reach of a tap. Say if you're in a disabled toilet and you're changing your bag on like the baby changing unit, the tap is on the other side of the room behind you. Fill this up first and then pop it down next to you, so you've got some water. More disposable bags, and last but not least, a mirror. Look, that's you. Oh, there we go. Hey! I haven't used this recently, but at the beginning this was super useful because before I could stand up over the sink and change it and clean it, I was basically too weak to stand up for like 5 minutes. So I would change the bag whilst I was sat on the toilet lid, and whilst I was sat, and just because I was a lot more physically weak then, I couldn't see underneath my stoma. So now I stand in front of the sink and there's a mirror right there, and so I can see underneath the stoma, so I can just make sure everything's cleaned under there. For when I was sat down, this was super useful. Okay, that's this big bag. Let me repack that. Bag one done. Next bag. So this is basically what I take in my handbag with me when I'm out and about for the day. Whilst I was still quite immobile, I asked Dan to get me a bag for all my stoma stuff from Boots, and this is what he picked up, and I love it. So good job, boyfriend. Right, in here, what we have is we have one bag already cut, just in case I need to change it whilst I'm out. The only reason why I'd have to do that is if it like leaked or something. Always have a spare bag on you. And then I've got the adhesive remover spray in case I have to change it. And then again, this is just the stuff for the change if I need to do it. So the wipe and a bag, soft wipes, a little spray bottle of water. Hey! Then I also have some kitchen roll for just when I'm going to the toilet and doing an empty, so I can wipe it down. And then these are nappy bags. So my mum bought me a packet of nappy bags. So I haven't actually used these yet, but the idea is that if I'm around a friend's house and I'm emptying my bag, what I do is I can't flush the paper towels. I like wipe them and then put the pooey paper towels in a bin. When that's in my own home, fine. But if you're leaving pooey paper towels in somebody else's bin, in public toilets it's fine because they have the sanitary bins, so all of that can go in there. But if it's your friend's bathroom bin, especially if they don't have a lid, it's just like an open bin. So my mum got me these. Put your pooey kitchen roll in a nice scented nappy bag. Also in here I have a thing to clip on your clothes to help get your clothes out of the way whilst you're changing. I've not needed to use this yet because I've not done a change like in a public bathroom. I've done all my bag changes whilst naked in my own bathroom. And then I have this, which I also haven't used, and I wasn't told I was given, I just found it in the bag, but the hospital gave it to me, and I'm assuming it's a radar key, which means that I can unlock certain disabled toilets that are locked. People with disabilities get radar keys. Technically, I'm not classified as disabled, but I'm allowed to use disabled toilets. Like people with stoma bags are allowed to use disabled loos. So that's handy. And then the last thing I've got in here that I need to fill out is my travel certificate. So basically when I'm taking all of my equipment on a plane, this is my I need these things, please don't throw any of them away special card. I also have another special card that I keep in my purse, which is this. A no waiting card, and it basically is something that I can show to people to be like, I need to use your toilet facilities urgently. It says the holder of this card has a medical condition which requires them to use a medical appliance. Let me use your toilet. The only annoying thing about this is that so far, day to day, realistically, I've only needed the paper towels. And if I was only having to carry paper towels with me, that wouldn't take up a lot of space. But it's like just in case I'm out in public and I need to do a bag change, I have to carry all of this other stuff with me. And I can like now no longer use like my tiny handbags when I'm out and about. But to be honest, I also always carry a bottle of water and a book with me as well. So big handbags to fit all your ostomy needs. That's it. Was that interesting? I don't know. But I've very much enjoyed organising this stoma bag because I have like all of the other bits that have gone in the cardboard box. And so I've been like, okay, what do I need in here? And then what can go in the cardboard box? It's just all very exciting. Wow. Just the small joys in life at the moment, Hannah. Cool. Well, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a little thumbs up if you did. And let me know what's in your stoma bag. I'm now just like awaiting all of the comments to just say poo, shit, output, stools. How many different words are there for poo? Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to subscribe because I'm making new videos every week. And I'll see you soon. Bye.